For over 40 years, one of the most perfect foods in nature has been unfairly demonized, leaving millions of women feeling guilty for even thinking about it. This created a quiet void in our nutrition, and for many of us over 60, the consequences aren't just about heart health myths. They show up in more subtle ways. In the frustrating search for a lost word, in the quiet worry about a fading memory, or in that persistent brain fog that clouds a once sharp mind. We were told we were protecting our hearts, but we may have been inadvertently starving our brains of a nutrient so essential, it's considered a cornerstone of cognitive vitality. But today that changes. Today we bring clarity to the confusion. Hello, I'm Dr. Emily Hart, and for more than 15 years, I've dedicated my practice to women's wellness, especially as we navigate the incredible changes that come after 60. I'm here to help you understand your body with clarity and compassion. This channel is a space for us, a place for real conversations about our health. If that sounds like what you've been looking for, take a moment to subscribe. And I would so love to know where this community of strong women comes together. Tell me in the comments, where are you watching from today? Now let's talk about eggs. For decades, the message was loud and clear. The cholesterol in egg yolks clogs your arteries and leads to heart disease. So we did what we were told. We dutifully ordered the egg white omelets. We carefully spooned out the golden yolk, treating it like a forbidden indulgence. We felt a pang of guilt if we ever ate a whole egg, as if we were committing some small dietary sin. It was a rule written in stone. I remember a patient of mine, a wonderful woman I'll call Susan. Susan, at 72, was the picture of discipline. For 30 years, she hadn't let a whole egg yolk pass her lips. She brought me her food diaries, and I saw it right there. Egg white scramble. Egg white frittata. She was so proud of her willpower, believing she was doing the absolute best thing for her heart. But she also confessed to feeling unsatisfied. And more than that, she was deeply frustrated with her memory. She'd walk into a room and forget why she was there. She'd lose her train of thought mid-sentence. "Emily," she told me, "I feel like my brain is a filing cabinet, and someone's gone and mixed up all the labels." She was doing everything right by the old rules, but she wasn't feeling the vibrant results she deserved. Susan's story is the story of millions. Here is the scientific truth that we now understand so much more clearly. The cholesterol you eat in food, what we call dietary cholesterol, has very little impact on the cholesterol levels in your blood for most people. Think of it like this. Your liver is the main factory for cholesterol in your body because your body needs cholesterol to make hormones, vitamin D, and healthy cells. Your liver is incredibly smart. When you eat more cholesterol from a food like an egg, your liver's factory simply slows down its own production. When you eat less, it ramps up. It's a brilliant, self-regulating system. The old research that sparked this fear was flawed. It didn't distinguish between the effects of cholesterol and the effects of the unhealthy saturated and trans fats it was often paired with, like in bacon, sausage, and greasy fried foods. The egg itself was not the villain. It was simply found at the scene of the crime. So I'm here to tell you, with the full backing of modern science, you have permission to let go of that guilt. You have permission to enjoy the whole, beautiful, nourishing egg. You did the best you could with the information you had, and now we know better. But this isn't just about debunking an old myth. It's about what we were missing out on. By throwing away the yolk, we were discarding the most nutritionally powerful part of the egg. And we were throwing away the one thing our aging brains crave the most. A remarkable nutrient called choline. This brings me to my second point. The yolk is not a villain. It is essential brain food. We all experience those moments. You're telling a story, and the name of your grandchild's favorite movie is right on the tip of your tongue, but it just won't come. You put your reading glasses down and spend the next 10 minutes searching, only to find them on top of your head. These little slips can feel frustrating, even frightening. They make us question ourselves. Is this just normal aging? Or is it something more? Let me tell you about another woman. I'll call her Margaret. At 68, Margaret's pride was her mind. She did the crossword puzzle in ink every morning and never missed a birthday. But she confided in me that she was starting to feel a subtle mental fog. It was taking her longer to learn the steps for a new recipe. She felt her thinking wasn't as crisp as it used to be. She was eating well, she was walking every day, but she felt like her brain was running on low battery. And like Susan, she had been a devout egg white eater for years. What Margaret's brain was missing was choline. Egg yolks are one of the richest, most bioavailable sources of choline on the planet. So what is choline and why does it matter so much, especially for us? Think of choline as the vital construction material and the high-speed messenger service for your brain. First, it helps build and maintain the structure of your brain cells. Imagine your brain cells are like tiny houses. Choline is the material that makes up the strong walls and doors, keeping the inside protected and allowing for clear communication with the neighbors. Without enough choline, those walls become flimsy. Second, and perhaps most importantly, your body uses choline to produce a powerful neurotransmitter called acetylcholine. Acetylcholine is like the email server for your brain. It is absolutely essential for memory, for focus, for learning, and even for mood regulation. When you have plenty of choline, your brain can produce lots of acetylcholine. Messages between brain cells are sent instantly. Memories are formed and retrieved smoothly. Your thoughts feel clear and connected. When you're low on choline, that messenger system breaks down. Emails get lost. Connections are slow. That's the feeling of brain fog. That's the tip of the tongue frustration. By skipping the egg yolk, we were depriving our brains of the very raw material needed to keep our minds sharp and resilient. Reintroducing the whole egg is like turning the power back on for that vital communication network. It is a simple, profound act of self-care for your brain. If this is starting to make sense to you, just take a moment and let that sink in. It's okay to unlearn old rules when new, better information comes to light. Your body is wise, and it knows how to use these powerful natural nutrients. Now, the incredible benefits of the egg yolk don't stop with the brain. This brings me to my final point today. The egg is a complete vitality-boosting powerhouse, supporting your bones, your eyes, and your energy. As we get older, our wellness goals become beautifully clear. We want to have the energy to play with our grandchildren. We want to feel strong and stable on our feet to prevent falls. We want to preserve our precious eyesight so we can continue to read, to drive, and to see the beauty in the world around us. These aren't vanity goals, they are quality of life goals. I think of my patient Helen, a 75-year-old dynamo who spends hours in her garden. Her biggest fear wasn't aging itself, but losing the physical strength and energy to do what she loved. Her doctor had recently mentioned that her bone density was on the lower side of normal, and she noticed her vision wasn't as sharp in the evenings. She felt her energy flagging around 3 p.m., right when her roses needed tending. When we looked at her diet, we saw that Helen was missing some key players, many of which are found together, perfectly packaged by nature, in the humble egg yolk. Beyond choline, the yolk provides two other critical nutrients for our eyes: lutein and zeaxanthin. You can think of these as internal sunglasses for your retina. They are antioxidants that filter out harmful blue light and protect the delicate cells in your eyes, reducing the risk of cataracts and age-related macular degeneration, a leading cause of vision loss in older adults. And what about Helen's bones and energy? The egg yolk is one of the very few natural food sources of vitamin D. We all know calcium is important for bones, but vitamin D is the gatekeeper. It's what allows your body to actually absorb and use that calcium to keep your bones strong and dense. Without enough vitamin D, the calcium can't do its job. Furthermore, a whole egg contains about 6 grams of the highest quality protein you can eat. This protein is crucial for maintaining muscle mass, which is essential for mobility, balance, and a healthy metabolism. It also helps you feel full and satisfied, which stabilizes your blood sugar and prevents those afternoon energy crashes that Helen was experiencing. For Helen, reintroducing 2 whole eggs for her breakfast a few times a week wasn't a revolution. It was a simple, delicious adjustment that helped support her eyes, her bones, and her energy levels, allowing her to continue living the life she loved, on her own terms, in her beautiful garden. This is not about a miracle cure. It is about providing your body with the fundamental tools it needs to thrive. So I want you to leave here today feeling not just informed but empowered. The narrative that you have to deprive yourself to be healthy is old and outdated. The truth is that nourishment is a form of deep self-respect. Honoring your body with whole, nutrient-dense foods is one of the greatest gifts you can give yourself at this stage of life. Let go of the fear and guilt that has surrounded the egg for so long. See it for what it truly is: a perfect package of nutrients designed to support your brilliant brain, your strong bones, your sharp eyes, and your vibrant energy. You are wise, you are resilient, and you deserve to feel your absolute best. You have earned the right to enjoy your food and to nourish your body with confidence. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. If this conversation resonated with you, please share it with a friend who might need to hear it too. Community is everything on this journey. Until next time, be well and be kind to yourself.